that during the act, Wilson called to make sure the job was done, telling him to return and confirm she was dead. Detectives now had motive, confession, and a timeline that lined up, so they moved in. On December 2013, over a year after the crime, Wilson was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, attempted murder, and home invasion.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all too, man. Y'all out here hiring these hitmen, right? If these hitmen get caught, especially them little low budget, low level, if you gonna hire a hitman, you need to go get John Wick. You see what I'm saying? Go get you a John Wick, man. Go get you a Liam Nelson, whatever his name is. Go get you somebody that's professional. You hiring old Joe Blow Schmo and his old lady as a getaway driver to go unalive something. As soon as they get caught, bro, and especially if you ain't pay them. Y'all nigga that learn from the what it is, CMG trial? When they gave Buddy like them little $100 to him, well, I forgot what the number is, man. You don't pay them folk, bro. They throwing you under the bus, fool. If you gonna pay somebody to do the hit, man, take care of the hitter, man. Like, come on, bro. Fool. Yo, what it do, ski, man? This is VBS Nut, and I'm back with another react. Jack, hey, listen, man, I ain't even gonna hold y'all people. This story right here gotta be one of the craziest videos I ever seen, man. I guess it's old. I ain't know nothing about it, but they say it was a worldwide news. This little guy from Chicago, man, rapper, famous rapper, unalived his mama. You see what I'm saying? And bro, when he got to prison, man, they did him the worst way. I'm gonna need y'all hit the like and subscribe for me, please. If y'all on my Twitch, man, like my comment section up, man. Like my chat up, man. Let's get to it. Hey, man, we gotta jump right into this shit here. Let's go.
I built stuff in these streets. People rely on me. They rely on me. You thought I knew or planned that I was gonna be taking care of my brothers and sisters? I'm the reward. This life I built for you is the reward. You know what? You can leave.
It was a case so disturbing, so deeply personal, that it stunned not just Chicago, but the entire nation. All for a silly reason, a young man killed his own mother, and fate came knocking for him very fast. A rising rapper, known for flaunting his wealth on social media, became infamous not for his music, but for something much darker. In a story that defied comprehension, people struggled to understand the cruelty. But that was only the beginning. What unfolded in the years after his arrest would only deepen the public's shock. Because long after his conviction, after the trial ended and the cameras turned off, prison reports would reveal that Wilson was assaulted behind bars, targeted by other inmates in ways that left even correctional officers disturbed.
What you thought they were gonna do, man? To all my YNs, y'all go down the road for anything like that. Unaliving your mama, hurting your child, domestic violence, anything like that, man. They gonna see about you, man. It's gonna be a long, dark road down that road for you, man. Y'all keep that in mind for y'all be out here doing something stupid.
This is the case of Wilson, a rapper who went from flexing in music videos to serving a 99-year prison sentence.
I'm QC,
Now that boy 99 years.
Doors on the car, go up, see a bad bitch like skirt, hold up, take her to my home, kiss her on her neck, get her out her thong, but not until she's wet.
And then bro seemed like a lover boy for real, bro. Yeah, one of them lover boys, man, go down that road for something like that, man. You gonna turn into a cover girl, gang. I ain't gonna hold you.
I know she wet.
This what's wrong with me.
This tragic story unfolded in the bustling city of Chicago, Illinois, in the United States. It pulses with life, known for its striking lakefront skyline, rich jazz and blues heritage, and a deep cultural pride that runs through every neighborhood. Its people are resilient and diverse, tough yet warm, and their sense of identity is rooted in generations of history, hustle, and hometown loyalty. But in
You ain't lying, Chicago one of the most beautiful places I ever seen, man, ever. I ain't gonna hold you.
In 2012, beneath the surface of its vibrant streets, the city struggled with a troubling wave of violent crime that cast a shadow over its communities. Pawamane Wilson, born in the early 1990s, says, was in his early 20s when he started pursuing a music career. Going by the name Young QC, he used YouTube and social media to promote his songs and flashy lifestyle. But behind the glitz, there was a hunger for more. More fame, more money, more attention. And it was that hunger prosecutors would later argue.
Boy, I know that boy ain't got the bunch thing with the suicides on it, man. Crazy work, man. What?
That led him down a chilling path. It all began with Yolanda Holmes. Yolanda wasn't just Wilson's mother. She was his everything. His provider,
like
his
twins.
protector, his biggest supporter. By all accounts, Yolanda did everything she could to give her son a better life. She was a single mother raising her only child on the north side of Chicago in the Uptown neighborhood.
Living a good life.
Mimi did not get in the water.
Don't tell the people.
Oh.
Damn, him and his mama look just alike.
A hairstylist by profession, Yolanda worked hard to ensure Wilson never went without. She helped him find work, supported his ambitions, and even gifted him a Ford Mustang, customized to his taste, complete with luxury upgrades. To the outside world, Yolanda was a loving mother. To those closest to her, she was generous, selfless, and fiercely devoted to her son. She had no idea that the very person she loved most would one day become the architect of her death.
Man, you know how crazy that is, man? The person you love the most become the architect to your death, man. Boy, I can't wait to see what they did to him when he got down the road to that prison, man. I ain't gonna lie.
On September 1, 2012, Yolanda Holmes went to bed inside her apartment in Chicago's Uptown neighborhood. At around 4:15 a.m., a man named Eugene Spencer entered the building. He didn't break in. He had been let in by Wilson's then-girlfriend, who drove him to the apartment and gave him access. Inside, Yolanda was sleeping in her bed, completely unaware of what was about to happen. Eugene made his way through the quiet apartment and walked directly into the bedroom where Yolanda lay. He raised his weapon and fired. Yolanda was shot while asleep, caught in one of the most vulnerable states a person can be in. But the violence didn't stop there. Moments later, her boyfriend, who had also been in the apartment, rushed in after hearing the gunshot. A physical struggle broke out. Eugene attacked him and knocked him unconscious, leaving the man lying on the floor, badly injured. Then, Eugene received a mysterious call from his client. The person on the other end of the phone gave a clear and cold instruction. Eugene was told to make sure Yolanda was dead. Following that command, Eugene returned to the bedroom, where Yolanda was already gravely wounded. But he had to be thorough. He stabbed her to ensure she would not survive. The act was not just brutal, it was deliberate. On the morning of September 2, 2012.
Let me get this straight. So he went in there, shot her while she was asleep, went back to finish the job, stabbed her. So he shot her and stabbed her. Man.
Police in Chicago responded to a call from an apartment building in the Uptown area. When first responders arrived at the apartment, the scene was horrific. Yolanda Holmes had suffered fatal gunshot and stab wounds. Yolanda was pronounced dead shortly after. She was 45 years old. Her boyfriend, though still alive, was unconscious and badly injured from the assault. It was clear to the police that this was not a random home invasion. There was no forced entry, nothing had been stolen, and the level of violence pointed to something far more personal.
Almost
what they
sinister.
couldn't have known, at least not yet, was just how deeply personal it really was.
Man,
Officers
listen.
began their investigation by interviewing neighbors, collecting surveillance footage, and preserving any forensic evidence found at the scene. Soon, they had their first breakthrough. One of their first leads came from the statements of Yolanda's boyfriend, who regained consciousness after the attack. Though he couldn't identify the assailant, his recollection of the struggle painted a timeline. He told investigators the attacker had entered quietly and had one goal. He had targeted Yolanda directly and left with a purpose.
One goal in mind, man. Kill your mama. What make a brain? I don't know. What in your brain click, man? I don't know. Let's get to it. Let's just see.
That's when detectives started looking closer at Yolanda's life, her routine, her associates, and most importantly, her relationships. The focus eventually turned to her only child, 23-year-old Wilson. At first, there was no direct evidence tying Wilson to the crime, but something about his behavior didn't sit right with detectives. While family and friends mourned, Wilson seemed detached. He was still uploading YouTube videos,
Crazy,
still posting
man.
on social media, and still flexing money in public.
Bro, come on, man. Come on, bro. You paid for the hit while all the turmoil was going on. The funeral, the mourning supposed to be going on. It's your mama, no? Man, you up there posting videos online of you flashing money and posting music videos, man. Come on, man. Y'all don't be using y'all brain. I swear y'all don't, bro.
For a young man whose mother had just been murdered, there was little sign of grief. Investigators began looking into his finances, and that's when the red flags really started to emerge. In the weeks following Yolanda's murder, Wilson accessed his mother's account.
Bro, and this dude right here look like a fruitcake. So I know when he got to prison, they did him the worst way, bro. I know they made him Yolanda, Stephanie, Michelle. Come on, man. He looked like his mama. I thought this was his mama with a goatee. Come on, bro.
Accounts and withdrew large sums of money. Nearly $70,000, 0 cents, disappeared from her savings. Bank records showed him using the funds for customizations on his Mustang, high-end shopping sprees, and excessive cash withdrawals. One viral video even showed him handing out money to strangers on the street, tossing bills into a cheering crowd.
Man, they ain't never had no money before. Duh, sucker. First of all, you lame here because you put the Lamborghini doors on the Mustang. First of all, lame here. That's the lamest shit in the world. I'm just gonna out there keep it a buck. That ain't fly, nigga. You not P. You put Lamborghini door on an 08 Mustang, gang. Customization, you got that big dumbass racing stripe going down the middle. Come on, bro. You killed your mama so you could throw money to some random motherfuckers in the crowd? And some hoes? Crazy.
Yeah, man. About to go get this $1,000 out for the fans, man. Really, I'm gonna take out $20,000, man. Just to show people, you feel me? I'm on a whole different level with this, man. I take this serious, man. So you can't put me in the same category as the others.
Hell yeah, you take it serious, boy. You got to take it serious. You killed your mama for that cho. You killed your mama for that cho, gang. You can't get no serious than that. Look at him. Got his little lame ass friend with him. Look at him. Look at them pigeons. Come on, man. I don't know how much of this video I can take.
You feel me, man? I don't play no games. You feel me? I don't play no games, man. You know, I do this for real, bro. I don't got no problem with giving back, man. I'm the only one out here with a show that's actually giving back, you feel me? And I got proof to show it, you feel me? Shout out to this fan I'm finna go slide on, man. I'm finna take care of you.
Look at this goofy ass nigga, man. Look at him, bro. Look at her. Where my hug at, man? Where my hug? I want a hug.
That same video, later shown in court, became a symbol of how quickly he had monetized his mother's death. But it was the digital trail, texts, calls, and transactions that ultimately unraveled the truth.
Fool.
Detectives subpoenaed Wilson's phone records. What they found was damning. In the days before Yolanda was killed, Wilson had been in contact with a man named Eugene Spencer. Eugene, 22 at the time, had a history of criminal behavior and was known to law enforcement. The frequency and timing of the calls raised alarms. Investigators also discovered that Wilson's girlfriend had given Eugene a ride to Yolanda's apartment on the night of the murder.
Why? The way she looking in this mud right here, it look like she the murderer. These folk look crazy, man. You know they was gonna go handle the business for a couple thousand. Look at him. I got a couple thousand for you, bro. Go take my mama out. Look at her. Okay. Oh, shit. How much? 2,000. That's all I need. She look like all she needed is a couple bands to dry. Fool.
It was enough to bring Eugene in for questioning. Under interrogation, Eugene admitted to being at the scene. He told investigators that he had entered the apartment, shot Yolanda while she slept, and attacked her boyfriend during the commotion. But what shocked detectives most was Spencer's explanation for
Look
why
like
he was there.
twins, man.
He claimed Wilson had hired him. He said Wilson promised him money in exchange for killing his mother. Eugene even alleged that during the act, Wilson called to make sure the job was done, telling him to return and confirm she was dead. Detectives now had motive, confession, and a timeline that lined up, so they moved in. On December 2013, over a year after the crime, Wilson was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, attempted murder, and home invasion.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all too, man. Y'all out here hiring these hitmen, right? If these hitmen get caught, especially them little low budget, low level, if you go hire a hitman, you need to go get John Wick. You see what I'm saying? Go get you a John Wick, man. Go get you a Liam Nelson, whatever his name is. Go get you somebody that's professional. You hiring old Joe Blow Schmo and his old lady as a getaway driver to go unalive something as soon as they get caught, bro. And especially if you ain't pay them. Y'all nigga didn't learn from the what that is, CMG trial? When they gave Buddy like them little $100, $200, I don't forgot what the number is, man. You don't pay them folk, bro. They throwing you under the bus, fool. If you gonna pay somebody to do the hit, man, take care of the hitter, man. Hey, come on, bro. Fool.
Eugene Spencer was charged alongside him. The news of Wilson's arrest stunned the community.
I ain't gonna say I knew him, but I was like, you know who Christian Cornbread is, right? Mm-hmm. Like Bob again, Cornbread. Yeah. Him and Chris was on The Real Awakening, and the dude, his mama was too. But Chris went and he did his own show, and that's what I was on. It was called All About Chris, and he had the nigga around, and when he was coming around, he was like, you know, flashy gang, like with the cars that with the doors up and shit, like. And he was like, you could tell he had some bread, so I was low key like motivated and wanted to hang around them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I wanted
of course you did.
But yeah, I felt like I had to touch on the situation because like damn, bro, like I was around dude, not knowing like that's how he got his money, like, and I wanted to like be around him. Like now I'm glad I wasn't around him. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
Some couldn't believe it. Others said they had always felt something was off about him. His lack of emotion at the funeral, his flashy behavior after Yolanda's death. And now prosecutors were calling him the mastermind behind one of the most cold-blooded crimes in recent memory.
Insane.
Then the police revealed his motive. Police revealed that Wilson had been the sole beneficiary of his mother's life insurance policy. He also had access to her bank accounts and used them freely after her death.
This nigga ripping money in his mouth, man. This man, diabolical. Money is the root of all evil. Listen, man, don't pray, man. This shit make you do some crazy things. Look at him, man. Killed his mama just so he could rip hunters in their mouth, man. It ain't funny, man, but at the end of the day, bro, this man diabolical. This man sad K. Look at him, man.
This what's wrong with me.
He didn't just inherit money, he looted it, and investigators argued that he planned the killing specifically to access those funds. In press briefings, officials called it an act of greed. They described how Yolanda had supported her son emotionally, financially, and personally, giving him everything from money to career support. But to Wilson, it still wasn't enough. According to prosecutors, he wanted it all. He wanted fame, power.
Bro look like Milli Vanilli, man. Boy, when he got to prison for killing his mama looking like Milli Vanilli, boy, oh my God, I can't wait to see what happened.
And money, and he was willing to trade his mother's life to get it. The investigation also turned up more shocking details. Forensic evidence added further weight to the case. Investigators found physical evidence linking Spencer to the crime scene. They also uncovered security footage placing Wilson and his girlfriend in key locations before and after the murder. Witness testimony from friends and family members described Wilson's strange behavior in the days following his mother's death, including his apparent lack of grief and his sudden spending spree. The prosecution now had a timeline, a motive, digital records, and a cooperating accomplice. Everything pointed back to one conclusion. Yolanda Holmes didn't die in a robbery gone wrong. She died in a calculated hit set up by the very son she raised. With
Bruh, what? This lady looked just like you, man. You did all that for some cheese? Some show?
both suspects in custody, the case moved toward trial. But what the public didn't yet know was that this wasn't the end of Wilson's story. Behind bars, as he awaited judgment, new chapters were already unfolding.
Oh, yeah.
Chapters filled with violence, revenge, and humiliation.
Oh, yeah.
The same man who had orchestrated the murder of his own mother was now becoming a target himself.
Oh, yeah.
And the justice system wasn't done with him yet. As Wilson sat in the defendant's chair in a Cook County courtroom, the evidence against him painted a devastating picture. For prosecutors, this wasn't just a murder. It was the ultimate betrayal. A son who had been given everything by his mother, only to turn around and orchestrate her death. In March 2019, after years of preparation and mounting evidence, both Wilson and Eugene Spencer went to trial. The charges included first-degree murder, attempted murder, and home invasion. The courtroom was tense from the very beginning, filled with media, community members, and Yolanda Holmes' loved ones. Every detail of the plot was dissected before the jury, from the bank withdrawals and surveillance videos to the chilling call Spencer claimed he received mid-murder, urging him to ensure Yolanda was truly dead. Prosecutors presented the YouTube video of Wilson throwing wads of cash into the air for his so-called fans, a visual metaphor for what they described as his obsession with fame and material wealth. They recounted how Yolanda had spoiled her son with gifts, including a Mustang, designer clothes, and a job, yet he still wanted more.
Can't spoil these kids, man. You can't overspoil these kids. You can't overcompensate. You see what I'm saying? I know we tend to overcompensate because a lot of us growing up in my generation didn't have much. So you try to make sure your kids don't feel what you felt, but they need to feel it, gang. Pause. They need to feel what you feel so they'll know that, man, come on, bro. This nigga sick. This is a sick man, gang.
More money, more attention, more status. And for that, she paid with her life. They argued that Wilson's motive wasn't just financial, it was rooted in narcissism and entitlement. He didn't just want to be successful, he wanted to be seen as a star. And 100%. If that meant sacrificing the person who gave him everything, he was willing to do it. The defense struggled to counter the mountain of evidence. Spencer's own statements pointed directly to Wilson as the mastermind. Forensic evidence supported the timeline. The digital trail confirmed premeditation, and the jury was left to consider what kind of person would set in motion such a gruesome and personal crime. On March 8, 2019, the verdict was delivered. Both men were found guilty on all counts, and then came sentencing. In January 2020, Judge Stanley Sachs addressed the court and the defendants. He didn't hold back. He reminded everyone that Yolanda Holmes had done everything for her son.
First of all, look at that judge. He looked like he ready to give your ass 1,000 years, man. He look like you gonna get at least 60 days for jaywalking, man. When you killed your mama, he finna get you a thou wow.
She gave him love, opportunity, and financial support, and in return, she was betrayed in the most violent and unforgivable way. Then she delivered a crushing sentence. Judge Sachs sentenced Wilson to 99 years in prison. Eugene Spencer received 100 years. The message was clear. This was not only a crime against a person, but a crime against family, trust, and the most sacred bond between a parent and child. In the courtroom that day, Wilson showed little visible emotion. He slouched in his chair and only nodded as the sentence was handed down. When given the opportunity to speak, he said very little, only claiming that no one had loved his mother more than him. But to the people in that room, those words rang hollow. The public response to the case was one of disbelief and outrage. How could someone murder the person who gave them life, and then flaunt the rewards like a prize? In Chicago's uptown neighborhood, where Yolanda had lived and worked as a hairstylist, her absence was deeply felt. She wasn't just another name in the headlines, she had been a beloved member of the community. Her clients remembered her as kind, driven, and stylish. Neighbors spoke of her generosity. Friends called her a devoted mother. Her funeral, held just days after her death in 2012, was attended by many who didn't yet know the dark truth behind her murder. Some noticed that Wilson didn't sit near the front, that he spent most of the service outside, detached from the rest of the mourners.
Your mama had a funeral, you spent most of it outside, and you thought there wasn't finna be no red flags being flown, gang? I ain't know, this story is insane to me, gang.
Over the years, family members and loved ones continued to express their sorrow, not just for Yolanda's loss, but for the fact that it came at the hands of her only child.
Her own baby.
Her cousin, who had once seen Wilson as struggling with grief, would later say that the betrayal cut deeper than any headline could express. And for Wilson, life behind bars has been anything but quiet. By 2015, just a few years into his pretrial detention at Cook County Jail, he was already facing the harsh realities of incarceration. That year, an incident occurred that made headlines and sparked further concern about his safety within the facility. According to official records, Wilson was assaulted during a confrontation on Tier 3G. The incident began when another inmate unexpectedly approached him while he was standing near the phones. Without prior warning or provocation, the man removed the top half of his jail-issued uniform and assumed a combative stance.
Facts.
Wilson initially appeared confused, unsure if the man was serious, but the situation escalated quickly. The attacker threw a punch, triggering a brief fight between the two men. A third inmate attempted to break it up, and for a moment, it seemed like the conflict was over. But just seconds later, the same inmate returned, and this time, the violence...
Hold on, that my boy, man. Fredo in the cut. It's a scary sight. That's Fredo, ain't it? Damn, I ain't heard about this story, man. Rest in peace, Fredo, man.
Violence intensified. Wilson was cornered again and struck repeatedly. In the chaos, he tried to hold off his attacker until corrections officers arrived to regain control of the tier. Later reports revealed that the attack didn't end with just fists.
It's the 14th of September 2015. Sergeant Contreras is interviewing inmate involved in a 1010 on tier 3G. What's your name?
My name Wilson.
What's your ID number?
2013-12-24-144.
What happened on 3G?
I was standing by the phones, and then that guy, I don't know him. I don't know where he came from. I don't know who he is. He got off the table and took his shirt off. Unbuttoned his jumpsuit and stepped to me and just got in like fight position. I didn't know if I thought he was playing. I didn't know if he was for real or what. I don't know him. I never seen him before. And then he got real close. And then he swung, and then the fight occurred. And then the guy tried to stop it. The other guy tried to stop it. And then it stopped. And then I was looking away. Then next thing I know, when I turned around, he came back up again and tried to swing on me again. And then I just held him until y'all came. And then that's it.
Not you in that bit telling too. Giving them the whole rundown. You ain't built. You tripped and failed, what you supposed to say.
14th September 2015. Sergeant Contreras interviewing inmate involved in a 1010 on tier 3G. What's your name?
Malcolm Williams.
What's your ID number?
2015-02-20187.
What happened upstairs on 3G?
I had an altercation with a young man. He stepped to me, asked me did I want to fight him. I approached him with my fist. Continued to fight, and another guy came in behind me. Other than that, I don't know what happened.
Is that it?
Yeah.
According to
After that, I don't know what happened. See how easy that was? I don't know what happened. That's how you conduct. That's how you conduct business when you down that road, gang.
documents that circulated online, Wilson had been assaulted in the shower area and allegedly stabbed multiple times. Details surrounding the incident were difficult to confirm in full due to privacy and security policies within the jail system, but sources close to the facility indicated that he had sustained significant injuries and required medical attention. Despite the brutality of the assault, Wilson survived. The incident immediately drew speculation. Some believed that the nature of his crime, having his—
Look at this nigga, man. Look at your boy, man. Blame it on the rain. Yeah, yeah. Looking at, man. Stop it, man. Stop it, gang. You finna go down the road looking like that, man. It's up for you, man. Oh, man. They finna go up through. I'm talking about
his own mother murdered had made him a target in custody. In the jail system, certain crimes are viewed with extreme disdain, and matricide ranks among the most reviled. Others speculated that his brief notoriety as young QC and his history of flaunting wealth may have made him a lightning rod for violence. The betrayal of a mother by her son is one of the most disturbing crimes a community can process. And in the case of Wilson, the fallout continues to echo. His pursuit of fame came at the ultimate cost, and now he is serving a nearly century-long sentence with no chance of freedom. This case wasn't about gang violence. It wasn't about drugs or street feuds. It was about greed, about ego, about a distorted sense of entitlement that turned a young man against the person who gave him everything. Yolanda Holmes didn't die in a robbery gone wrong. She died in a calculated act of betrayal, carried out by someone she trusted unconditionally.
She died by a son, man. A son unalived her, man. You see what I'm saying? Just say that, man. Imagine, bro, you giving your babies everything all their life, man. You raising your kids all their life. You giving them everything they ever want. And these folks don't care enough about you to kill you for your insurance money, man. That what money doing to y'all, man. That's the kind of situation it's putting y'all in mentally. It ain't no money in the world, man, for me to want to kill my people, man. Rest in peace, my dude.
It's a haunting reminder that evil doesn't always come from strangers. Sometimes it grows in silence, inside homes, inside families, hidden beneath the surface. Yolanda Holmes gave her son everything.
Everything.
She tried to keep him away from the streets, away from his father's violent legacy. But ultimately, her kindness and trust were exploited. We owe it to her, to every mother like her, to remember this story. Sometimes justice comes not just in a courtroom, but in the stories we refuse to forget. Let us know what you think in the comment section below.
I'm gonna let you know what I think. I'm gonna let you know exactly what I think, man. I think he deserves everything coming to him, man. I think y'all need to goddamn put broomsticks, man. Whatever y'all got, man. I'm talking about in it. You understand? Cause what you mean? You unalived your mama for some paper? For some money? After she give you everything? You unallowed it so you can put butterfly doors on that old ass Mustang game? Stop playing games. Cut it out. This story is insanely sick, man. Y'all hit the like, subscribe, man. Like I say, this is the rap form of BBS Nook, man. And I'm about to go take me a shower or something after I seen it, because I just feel nasty and dirty, man. Bro, you is lame. This is one of the lamest, craziest, most diabolical stories I ever seen, man. Shh, I'm out.